Thank you very much indeed, Professor Stephen Park, for this inspiring and very comprehensive exploration of responsible management. You have mentioned a number of crucial points which are so important for USJ, also the commitment to SDGs, also this vocation of a business leader. But we worked a lot when we launched the Dijkden Award in March 25th. And we look now forward to Dean Jenny Phillips. What does it all mean in the context of Macau and in the context of the Catholic University of St. Joseph? So thank you also really very much indeed, Dean Jenny Phillips, to be among us and respond to Professor Park.
Thank you, Father Rothland, for involving me in this very interesting discussion. Actually, I have been, when I received the information about Father Stefan in inviting Professor Stephen Park to share with us this information, it was about 2 weeks ago, right, when we confirmed the Professor Park's talk, and I've been away for some time, and then I actually just came back this morning. By this morning, I'm in 1 a.m. this morning, so I haven't prepared any presentation or anything to share. And Father Rothland will say, "Okay, don't worry, just respond to Professor Park's talk." And I must say that it's very what the Professor Park shared with us is very inspiring. And in fact, it is very in line with what our university have been doing. I believe all of you know that we have been working towards the SDGs, but since we are talking about the business school, I believe we can respond to what you have been doing. And what we have been doing here is quite close. I think it's because of the Catholic values that lie behind what we do. For instance, you mentioned about the actually early in our conversation, I was saying that we have I tried to penetrate Laudato Si into the teaching of our business, because one thing I noticed as well, Professor Park mentioned, when business people, they look at profit maximization. People look at making profit. And how about students who choose to study business? Actually, this quite often, when in the beginning, when I asked students, why do you choose to study business? A lot of them was, I don't know what to do, so I choose business so that I can find a job. But there are always some students who say, okay, because I want to start my own business in the future. So I asked them, why do you want to start your own business? They said, because I want to make money. And then in my classes, I also did some, give them some ethical decision to our students. For example, you have a choice between buying from a supplier A or supplier B. Supplier A is selling to you 30% cheaper, but you know that they have been involved in child labor and overworking their staff. And supplier B is more expensive, but you know that they have been doing their business responsibly. So what would you choose? Surprisingly, majority of the students choose supplier A. I asked them why. If I already tell you that I already tell you that they are not being responsible in their business. My students' answer was, they are cheaper. I think that's the basic concept everyone have. So that's why that is something that this happened many years ago. I believe now if you ask our student, I don't know if it's real or not, but they will tell you, I will choose supplier B. Maybe just because of that. But this is because of one of the in our business school, or our Faculty of Business and Law, our focus is on very similar to Professor Park's business school, is to create. Our focus is on creativity and societal value. So we are trying to teach students to look at business as a solution. So what we are trying to teach our students is that business is not just making money. every business is there to solve a social issue. Whatever you are solving. So you need to look at all aspects of your business. So to be a responsible business, that is to become a solution to society, use your business as a tool. So this is what we have been teaching our students. And it's not about not making profit. I tell them making profit is also important because what we talk about is sustainability. The sustainability refers to financial sustainability as well. So when we look at sustainability, we look at the whole. It covers what Professor Park mentions also. We look at we direct our students to look at the environment, to look at how you treat employees, how you respond to your stakeholders, but also how you contribute to how you be responsible to your investors by making profit for them and contribute to the society by paying tax. And only by making money, you can help. So the money-making part of business is actually part of being a solution to the society. So this is what we have been doing. And to share some projects, actually I've mentioned to Professor Park earlier, in our business school, we are now starting a sustainable business series. So we will provide a series of talks in terms of green finance. In fact, I'm taking this opportunity to promote also. This Saturday, we will have the ESG seminar, which our faculty is collaborating with the Macau Accountants Association. So we are going to talk about SEGs from the point of view of business and financial ability. We will also have talks and short courses about sustainable utilities, sustainable transportation, sustainable agriculture. So I believe there are a lot that we can work together. And I am really interested in Professor Park sharing about your PRME Asia Forum. I hope you will continue running it and hope we can participate it in the next time. And another point that you have mentioned, you have quoted, I was surprised you quoted in the Laudato Si, the Pope Francis quote on the new way of thinking about human beings, the life, society, and our relationship with nature. This is also what is embedded in our business programs as well, especially our MBA programs, because our MBA students are actually already business leaders or managers, supervisors in organization. So we have a lot in common that we can do together. And in terms of the common goal and concept, I wanted to share with you because, well, I didn't prepare PowerPoint, but there is one book, maybe we can see here, A Whole New Mind, in the book, A Whole New Mind, that I use in my class. I teach an MBA course on creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship. I believe you have looked at it, that we are moving from the left brain to the right brain. And we have moved from the agricultural age to the industrial age to the information age. And now we are no longer in the information age. It's not about factory and knowledge anymore. We are now in the conceptual age. A conceptual age is where we look at empathizers and creators. We are now in an age that what is important is having high concept, high touch, to be creative, to empathize with people, to know what people really need and to provide what they really need and to use a creative way. So in this book, it's mentioned actually a few points, but which we have been teaching in our MBA program, very close to what Professor Park shared, that nowadays we are not looking at functions of things, but design. And it's not just the beauty of the design, it's the simplicity, user-friendliness of the design, right? We're not looking at arguments or selling or theory. We're looking at story, because it's about, everything is about life. It's about introducing a product, a business is about telling the story of someone else, so we can empathize and we can understand and we can be part of it. And it's not about logic. anymore. Well, we still need logic, of course, but we need more about empathy, right? And we need to logically empathize. So, and it's not about accumulating knowledge, accumulating resources. It's about finding the meaning of life. So how do we find the meaning of life? We often make a joke in my class. Well, ask Google. You can Google about the meaning of life, but in the end, it's about us. So I believe, I agree with what Professor Park is saying, that teaching management, teaching business nowadays is not about teaching the skills. I don't need to spend too much time to teach them the 4 Ps or the 7 Ps of the marketing mix. They can ask Google. They can easily find this information. And it's not just about how to apply it. You can ask ChatGPT to design a marketing plan for you. But what is important is the human touch, right? How you become what you be, how you do it differently from other things, how you do your business, how you solve a problem that is different from whatever information manual AI can do. If we have now a room of hungry people, and from a business perspective, what can I do? I can open a hot dog stand, and selling hot dog is easy, which can solve everyone's hunger issue. Or I can think about something else. Okay, we have a group of hungry people here. Next door, I know there is a group of party people. They always have ordered too much refreshments. So how are we going to synthesize this together, right? How do we bring the hungry people to, how do we make the overly full people share the food with the hungry people? Okay, so this is just a direct example, but this is what we're teaching, that business should be thinking about. We're not about just creating new, not doing old things the same way, not creating new ways, but looking at what we already have. I think we already have a lot. How to recreate and to share. I think in line with the project and research that Professor Park have shared, one of my research we are doing is also to look at how the gaming industry and social enterprise in Macau can co-create sustainability. So we are looking at synergy. I think one more thing I would like to add to this new conceptual age, which is not in the book that I share, is that rather than looking at cooperation and collaboration only, we look at synergy more, not just collaborate, but how we synergize what we are doing together so that less effort can be put in achieving more. And this is what we are trying to do in our business and our School of Business, and that is how I think our university and our business school could collaborate and synergize what we are doing together. And look forward to working more with you. Thank you.